Whenever people think of Tom Hanks, they picture one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, a man often called the America's Dad for his warmth, trustworthiness, and relatable charm. But behind that iconic smile lies a story that few truly know. Tom Hanks' success wasn't built overnight, nor was it simply the result of talent. His journey began in a childhood marked by instability, constant movement, and emotional uncertainty. Yet those early struggles would unknowingly shape him into one of the greatest actors of his generation. This is not just the story of a movie star. It's the story of resilience, discipline, and authenticity. The untold path behind how a shy, uncertain boy became one of the most respected figures in entertainment history. Before the fame, before the awards, Tom Hanks was just a child trying to find stability in a constantly changing world. By the age of 10, he had already lived in 10 different houses. His parents divorced when he was young, and his family moved frequently, forcing him to adapt to new schools, neighborhoods, and social circles over and over again. While many children would struggle under such instability, Hanks unknowingly developed a skill that would later define his acting observation. Because he was often the outsider, he became a watcher. He studied people. He noticed their gestures, their voices, and their emotions. Tom once described himself as horribly, painfully, terribly shy. But theater changed everything. The stage became his safe place. The first environment where he felt truly seen. The instability that once made life difficult became the very thing that taught him to thrive in any social situation. Tom Hanks' career took a decisive turn, not in Hollywood, but in the world of live theater. While attending college, Hanks made a risky decision. He dropped out to pursue an internship at the Great Lakes Shakespeare Festival in Cleveland, Ohio. For many, leaving college would seem reckless, but for Hanks, it was the moment he chose experience over credentials. This wasn't glamorous work. He wasn't just acting. He was learning every part of theater production, lighting, stage management, set construction. He immersed himself in every role behind the scenes. Those 3 years became his true education. He wasn't simply performing, he was mastering the craft from every angle. In 1978, that dedication paid off when he won the Cleveland Critics Circle Award for Best Actor in The Two Gentlemen of Verona. It was the first major sign that he was destined for something bigger. Tom Hanks' first big break came through Comedy L9, and it arrived in the most unexpected way. He starred in the TV sitcom Bosom Buddies, playing a man who disguises himself as a woman to afford rent in an all-female apartment building. It was absurd, quirky, and perfect for showcasing Hanks' natural comedic timing. Although the show only lasted 2 seasons, it introduced audiences to his charm and likability. More importantly, it caught the attention of Hollywood insiders. Then came the film that changed everything, Splash. Directed by Ron Howard, the movie became a massive hit, earning $69 million at the box office. Hanks had officially crossed from television into major film stardom. He was no longer just a funny sitcom actor. He was now a bankable leading man. Success in comedy made Tom Hanks famous, but drama made him legendary. In 1988, Hanks starred in Big, a film that blended comedy with heartfelt emotional depth. His portrayal of a child trapped in an adult's body earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. But Hanks wanted more than popularity. He wanted respect. That turning point came in 1993 with Philadelphia. In the film, he portrayed a lawyer battling AIDS and discrimination, a role that required immense emotional and physical transformation. He lost 35 pounds and gave one of the most powerful performances of his career. The result? His first Oscar. It was a clear message to Hollywood. Tom Hanks was no longer just a charming actor. He had become one of the most serious artists in cinema. Winning 1 Academy Award is rare. Winning 2 in a row is history. After his triumph in Philadelphia, Hanks returned just 1 year later with the role that would define an era. The film became a global phenomenon, earning over $678 million worldwide and cementing itself as one of the most beloved movies ever made. Tom Hanks' portrayal of Forrest, a simple man witnessing extraordinary moments in American history, BC captured audiences everywhere. He won Best Actor again, making him only the second actor in history to win back-to-back Oscars for Best Actor, joining Spencer Tracy, who achieved the feat in 1937 and 1938. This was no longer just success. This was cinematic history. Tom Hanks often credits his long career not to luck, but to a simple professional code. He lives by 3 rules. First, show up on time. Second, know your text. Third, have an idea. These principles sound simple, but in Hollywood, where egos and unpredictability often dominate, 9, they became his superpower. Showing up on time showed respect. Knowing his lines demonstrated preparation. And having an idea meant contributing creatively, not just following directions. This discipline earned him a reputation far beyond acting. In 2013, Reader's Digest named Tom Hanks the most trusted person in America. That trust wasn't built on image. It was built on consistency. Tom Hanks' influence extends far beyond movies. He has long been a passionate supporter of military veterans and their families, inspired in part by his work on war films like Saving Private Ryan. In 2006, he became the first actor ever inducted into the U.S. Army Rangers Hall of Fame. Not for military service, but for his advocacy and accurate portrayal of soldiers on screen. He also co-founded Hanks for Our Troops, a coffee company whose surplus profits support veterans and military families. For Hanks, service is not just something to portray in film. It is something to honor in real life. Tom Hanks is much more than an actor. Through Playtone, the production company he co-founded with Gary Gutzman, Hanks helped create acclaimed projects like Band of Brothers and From the Earth to the Moon. His fascination with space, history, and storytelling has shaped many of his productions. He is also a published author. His collection, Uncommon Type, revealed another side of his creativity. As a writer deeply interested in ordinary people and extraordinary moments, and perhaps most famously, he is an avid typewriter collector, a hobby that reflects his appreciation for nostalgia and craftsmanship. Even in 2026, Tom Hanks continues creating, writing, and producing. His curiosity never stopped. Tom Hanks' legacy is not defined solely by awards, fame, or box office numbers. His story is about authenticity. A difficult childhood taught him empathy. Years in theater taught him discipline. And a lifelong love of storytelling taught him how to connect with people across generations. What makes Hanks extraordinary is not that he became famous. It's that he remained grounded while doing so. His 3 simple rules: show up on time, know your text, and have an idea, reflect a deeper philosophy. Success comes from respecting your craft and the people around you. Tom Hanks' career reminds us that greatness is not always loud. Sometimes it is built quietly through hard work, consistency, and the courage to remain human in a world obsessed with image. That is the untold story behind Tom Hanks' success.